I feel like we've all used as filmmakers or cinematographers or videographers, whatever you call yourself, we've all used the on-camera shotgun mic at some point, whether it was for a vlog or for an interview or something like that. We've all used one either in a pinch, on purpose. There's many different situations where we've used one. I feel like it's one of those things that we've always used just the Video Mic Pros from Rode, just because they were available and they were around, and they were kind of the only one in the space at first. I've used them myself. I've had two of them. I currently have the Video Mic Pro Plus, and it's been fine. I've used it, no complaints really. But then Joby reached out and they sent me their Wavo Pro on-camera shotgun mic, and boy, did this thing shock me. Just to be clear, Joby is not paying me anything to make this video. They just sent the mic over, asked if I wanted to make a video about it. I said sure. Hadn't reviewed a mic in a long time. Haven't bought a new mic in a long time. Thought it maybe was something interesting to try. And I've been using it for the last few weeks, and I've been really impressed. My last two videos on the channel, all the audio in those videos was recorded on this Wavo Pro, and it was a variety of situations, from vlog stuff. I shot BTS with it on a recent project. You can see that video here. So you've been hearing this mic without realizing that you've been hearing it for the last few weeks. One of the coolest things about this mic, honestly, is its size. It is tiny in compared to the Rode that I have. Matter of fact, it's probably half the size of this thing, and it's super light, and it does that without sacrificing any features. In fact, it has quite a few more features than the Rode Video mic at this point. Gotta rehaze real fast. Shout out haze in a can, by the way. It's freaking awesome. This stuff rocks. I use it all the time. Super easy. Anyway, back to the video. Now, one of the things Joby's done with this mic is they've included a companion app for it. And I know every company these days has an app for their product, but I'm telling you, this one's actually useful. You connect via Bluetooth, and the cool thing is you can actually EQ your mic before you even record, so that you have to do less work when it comes to post-production. And it's actually really helpful. And I'll be honest, I'm an audiophile. I've become an audio head over the last probably 5 years, and I'm really, really picky. I've actually played this mic for a friend of mine who has a recording studio, and he was impressed. So for him to be impressed by something is rare. For me to be impressed with something is rare. And this thing actually really sounds good. And the app control and the pre-EQ that you can do before you even record is a really, really nice touch, especially if you don't have a lot of audio experience. You can really get a good result right out of the gate. The cool thing is they make it really simple for people that aren't really familiar with EQs and different things like that. And they have three options of warmth, presence, and clarity. As you probably expect, warmth is going to add a little more low end, a little more low mid. You know, presence is going to add some high end. Clarity is going to add some high mids to bring the vocal out. So you can pre-select some of these to get a different feel and a different sound before you even press that record button. So you have that already baked into your audio if you don't want to deal with EQing after the fact. There's also things like low pass filters, so you can cut out all that unneeded low end that you're going to cut out anyway if you edit. And if you're not cutting your low end out of your vocal mics, you should, because all that rumble and that car noise and that, you know, shake noise from the tripod, if you're vlogging and things like that, that's all below usually 200 hertz. So you can get rid of a lot of that if you shave that off, and or at least some of that off. You can minimize that. For example, right now when I'm talking, none of the frequencies that are important are above 125 hertz. So really, you don't need any of that anyway, and the fact that you can do it within the app is super cool. One other really cool thing about this mic is it actually has active noise reduction, which is a cool feature. So it's going to eliminate some of the hiss and different noises that you get from, you know, handling the tripod or handling the microphone or handling the camera, the shakes and all that kind of stuff. It gets rid of a lot of that and cleans things up, and I don't find it too intrusive. When I say too intrusive, I mean there's a lot of features and gimmicks with audio gear and mics and stuff like that that can almost be more detrimental than they are helpful. They become too distracting, they're doing too much, but I find this to be really subtle, and it actually does work. And I've been very impressed with that feature, and I think it's cool that they're including so much in this one little mic. Another cool thing is on the base of the mic itself, where you mount it to the camera, there is obviously the cable that you plug in to connect to your camera, right? But on the other side of it, they also have a spot where you can plug in an external mic. So you could actually add like a lav and run it off of this mic as well and push it through all of the mic's cool features. You can get that off of the lav. So it's really awesome to have that flexibility. Another thing I like, this is stupid, but they actually have the port for the plug for your camera on the side of the mic as opposed to the back. My Rode mic has it on the back, and I'm all the time wanting to lay like my R6 down when I'm vlogging or something on its back, because it's the place you would lay, you know, your camera away from, you know, you don't want to lay it on the lens, you're gonna lay it on the back of the camera. And I can't do that because I feel like I'm gonna break the plug, right? So having this on the side is a huge plus. Now, I will say there's one thing I don't like about the included cable that comes with this microphone is that it is not a right angle. There's no right angle plug on this at all. I'm a right angle plug fan. I think they're safer. They break less easily. So this one does not do that, but that's an easy fix. I've been using another cable with it when I needed that, and it worked just fine. There's really only two negative things that I found about this mic is I find that naturally it runs a little quieter than my Rode mic, so I have to pump my camera preamp a little more. It's not dramatic, but there is a difference, and that sometimes means there's a little bit more noise because some of these mirrorless cameras, just preamps are not as good. So that's kind of one negative for me. And then one thing I already mentioned was just the cable that comes in the box. I'm not a fan of that. It does come with a dead cat in the box, which is a huge plus for me because Rode, you have to buy one separately and they're kind of expensive. So to see a dead cat included, and the fact that the dead cat slides right over the existing diffuser that comes on the mic, you don't actually have to take that off to add in the dead cat, is really awesome, and it works really well. I've had no issues with that, so to see that included is a huge plus for me. It comes with all the charging cables and all the things, so I'm really impressed with what they've included. But those are the two negative things that I found, but other than that, I really have no complaints. And once again, Joby is not paying me to say anything nice about this thing. They just asked me to review it, use it, see what I like about it, what I don't like, and put out a video. So that's exactly what I'm doing. And I'm not lying to you guys. There's really not that many negatives with this thing at all. I've been really impressed with the sound quality. I find it to be really balanced. I find having to do less work to it in post than I used to have to do with the Rode. Like I said, I'm an audio guy, so I'm EQing everything that I do. And I just find myself really not even having to EQ this mic much at all. So that's a really, really, really nice breath of fresh air because normally I'm having to always EQ things to get them to sound like I want. And this mic really just sounds good out of the box. I'm gonna give you some sound tests to compare the Rode to the new Wavo Pro Plus because that's really the only mic I have to compare it to. It's not really like a comparison video, but that's just the Rode's been my experience. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do some side-by-side comparisons. These are all gonna be un-EQ'd, untouched. I'll let you be the judge, but I just find that the Wavo Pro is a little bit more balanced and a little more controlled out of the box, and I find myself having to do less work to it in editing. So check these out now. This is a mic test of the Joby Wavo Pro Plus on the Canon R6 Mark II. This is from about 1.5 feet away. Does it sound good? Does it sound bad? You tell me. This is a mic test of the Rode Video Mic Pro Plus on the Canon R6 Mark II from about 1.5 feet away. You tell me, does the audio sound good or does it sound bad? Now, if you want more real-world examples of this mic in action, check out my last two videos, the behind the scenes of a commercial filmmaker and the dream job video. Both of those are perfect examples because I pretty much use the mic in those videos entirely for everything. Even the talking heads and stuff was used on the Wavo Pro. So go check those out. Let me know what you think. You know, I haven't had a ton of experience with Joby products. I've used their Gorilla Pods, kind of like everybody has back in the day, and they're great. But this was my first experience with their mics. Honestly, wasn't really aware they were making a ton of mics, and I was pleasantly surprised, man. I'm really happy about it. It's small, it's light, it sounds great, and it's definitely gonna be my go-to shotgun mic going forward here on the channel and just with everything that I do. Because it really has become my favorite mic, and I think they're just doing it better at this point. They're more innovative, they have more features, and overall, it is just a better product than anything else that I've used on the market. And I promise I'm not the type of dude that would just sit here and tell you something's good when it's not, just because they sent it to me for free or because they paid me to do so, which they did not pay me. But I wouldn't just do that if I didn't actually believe in the product and think it was good. I wouldn't want to recommend something to you guys that I don't even want to use myself. And I promise you, this thing is ridiculous. I've been very impressed. So if you're interested in this mic, links in the description. Hit that link if you want to purchase it. But yeah, it's a phenomenal mic. Definitely recommend it. So that's all I got for you today. Let me know in the comments what you think about this mic. Do you think it sounds good? I know these are just my opinions, so if you have a different one, it's cool. We can agree to disagree. It's all good. No hard feelings, but these are mine. I think it's great. So let me know in the comments if you guys would use this mic, what you think about it. And as always, if you like what you see and you like these type of videos, if you like short films, filmmaking, gear reviews, all the things, you're going to find it on this channel. So hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I would love to have you a part of this journey and this community. As always, I appreciate you. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.